This is an upside down tomato tart, and it's probably one of the first things I learned how to cook without really needing to use a recipe. Let me show you how I made it. One of the things I love about this recipe is I can pretty much dump whatever I have in the fridge into it. You start by pulling whatever food you have in the fridge that you need to get rid of. This time I used the sugar bomb tomatoes and I just cut them in half, threw them in the pan. Then I crumbled up some feta. I smashed a few cloves of garlic and sprinkled that in there. Then I always do a little bit of olive oil. I also season really well with some salt and pepper. Then I also had a little bit of leftover jarred tomato sauce, so I mixed in a tiny bit of that. You can pretty much use whatever you have in your fridge that you need to get rid of, as long as there's a cheese. I feel like that really makes it. All of this I threw into a pan that can go into the oven. Then I pulled out kind of the star ingredient of this, which is store-bought puff pastry. I unrolled it, put it over my ingredients. You might have to use 2 sheets for this. I kind of like cut off what I need from the second sheet and fill that in. I did poke a few holes in the puff pastry with a knife just to let any excess steam come out. Then I threw this in a 400-degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, just until the top of the puff pastry was nice and puffed. Once you see that, you can pull it out of the oven, and then you want to let it sit for like 10 minutes. You'll notice that there is a good amount of moisture, but if you let it sit, a lot of that moisture will be drawn back into the puff pastry, and like it'll soak up all that juicy goodness and make it even better. To top it all off, I'm gonna finish it off with a little bit more feta, some fresh pesto, and some toasted pine nuts. Honestly, this is like incredibly customizable, and that's what I like about it. And clean up the plate a little bit, and you have like a really gorgeous pizza adjacent kind of tart thing, and all you need is puff pastry and a little creativity in an oven. It's flaky, it's buttery. The tomatoes are incredible in there because they've like gotten a little roasty toasty. That is it. You should make this.